Hi, you guys. Welcome to Yoga Union. What we have today on video is a intermediate practice. And I always say, especially if you're new, you're searching YouTube and you ran across us, please, we'd love to have you. We're happy to have you, and go ahead and try. Don't let the word intermediate intimidate you or anything. So it's bridged off from a traditional practice, and then we just offer up some variations. And that's what it means is intermediate. But always practicing to your ability and they're under your conditions. So we're excited to have you here and have a good time. We begin with pranayama breathing. First round, we'll do 10 rounds of 6 seconds in through the nose, 6 seconds out by the mouth. Second, we'll do 3 seconds in, 3 seconds out, but only 5 sets. Bring your feet together, heels, toes touch. Interlace all 10 fingers. Knuckles go underneath your chin, pick up your spine. So it's straight, and then concentrate. Begin. Two more. Arms to your side. So the second set, we inhale for 3, exhale for 3. I was going to say, don't worry about being all together, but who cares? You're in your own house. No one knows. So interlace your fingers, knuckles underneath your chin. 3 in, 3 out. Only 5. Begin. Arms down. All right, so we're going to come to the back of the mat tall. Praise to gods and goddesses. We're just doing 1 set. We only have an hour here. I know you want to be doing yoga for 3 hours, but you got kids and dogs and all that stuff. So 1 set, feet together, arms over your head, palms together, just cross your thumbs, stretch up tall. Right foot steps forward, so we're coming into a lunge. Bend your right knee, come up high onto the left toes, drive your left heel forward. When you feel you're grounded, you can take a back bend. It can be a little or a lot. This is my first back bend in 2 weeks. Inhale to come up. You're going to straighten your front leg. Turn to the left, spin all the way to the other side. Bend your left knee, lower down, come up high onto the right toes. It's like second part awkward. Press your right heel forward. You feel grounded. And then again, back bend. Hopefully you've been doing the videos the last 2 weeks, so you feel good. Inhale to lift up, don't tip. Lower the right knee down, couple inches behind your left heel. Bring your chin to the chest. Suck your stomach in. Here's a compression. First compression of the practice, forehead to the knee. Push down, pull everything in and up. Peel the shoulders away from your ears. Get that unnecessary tension out of the neck. Then inhale to lift up. So the legs we know stay the same, and you're gonna bend your spine. Stretch up, over, and back. That left heel may or may not come off the floor. Not important. Inhale, lift up. Plug your right toes into the floor, push to stand. Turn to your right, spin all the way to the other side. Lower the left knee down to the floor. Chin to the chest. Suck your stomach in. Round forward and in, forward to the knee. Just a, word of caution. You're not warm, so just be aware of that. Might feel a little different than when you're in the heat. Inhale to come up. Take care of yourself. Back bend. Stretch up, over, and back you go. Inhale to lift up. Plug your left toes into the floor. We're going to step back. So right foot comes to the left, feet together, arms down. Just rest a moment here. Walk to the top of the mat, the towel. Always joke, get out your yogi passports. We're going to do a sun salutation, and we'll just do one set of this as well. It's a count of 8, and each count has a move. So 1, simple, palms in the center of your chest, prayer. 2, backward bending. Stretch up, over, and back. 3, you're going to come forward, hands in front of the feet. Now draw the chin and the stomach in. This feels a little odd because it's compressing at the same time stretching. This is 3. 4, you're going to lift the heels, come to a squat at the top of the mat, the towel. Peel the shoulders away from your ears, stomach and ribs in. 5, the right foot steps back into a low lunge. And 6, we finally lift the chin, open the throat. 7, left foot steps back to the right foot, so we're in a high plank position. Stomach, ribs in, pull the armpits in, press the elbows away. And then 8, you come all the way down. Lower to the knees for a modification. 7, you push back up. And 6, right foot steps forward into the low lunge. 5, bring your chin in. 4, keep the chin in, keep rounding, step the left foot up to meet the right foot. So we're crawling out of it how we moved into it. Keep the compression. 3, lift your hips, raise your hips, look towards your navel. 2, palms together, stretch forward, up, and back. In 1, palms together. How are you doing? Good? I can't hear you. Turn to the right. Now we're going to face the front. We connect half moon. Just run through this once with triangle and then standing separate, leg stretching head to knee. Feet together, arms over your head. I hope I got that right. Interlace your fingers, release the index fingers, cross your thumbs. Alternatively, for intermediate, you can just cross your thumbs and keep the palms together. Let's warm up. Stretch to the ceiling and move your body right and left. It's like, oh, I have a spine. That's good. Stop in the center. Take a deep breath, reach up, stretch up. Hold the lift as you slowly bend your body right. And then we know the hips push to the left. We bend and push. That creates the stretch on the whole left side of the body. Little adjustments, left hip forward and right shoulder forward. Think of moving in towards yourself, like hugging in, creating a center or an anchor point. So at the same time we stretch, be expansive, moving away, coming down a little deeper, a little more weight in the heels. And then inhale, we'll move right into the other side. Reach up, stretch up, bend left, push your hips right. Strong arms, strong legs. You lock the elbows in the knees to wake up the muscles to support the joint alignment. It's going to hold it in place. So it's not ever how far you go, it's just how you're moving. Safe, effective, it should feel somewhat good. You want to enjoy yourself. Right hip forward, left shoulder forward, lift your chin. Keep the airway open, breathe. Come down a little deeper, a little more. Come down, inhale, lifts you up. Okay, let's back bend. Inhale, the head first. Drop your head back, look back. And then arms back. Lift the chest, lift the heart so we're not sinking or collapsing. Natural range of motion to move like this. It's good for your spine. Weight in the heels. Inhale to come up. Bend your knees. So you have some options here. First, let's just warm up. Wiggle your butt. Move your knees. Anything feeling extra stagnant or stiff, give it a little bit of extra love. We'll spend a little bit of time here. It's difficult these times to show up, right? When we're stuck in a home with the load there. So, already thanking yourself as you're warming up here. Be grateful that you're here doing the practice. We're happy you are. Okay, what I said, you had options here. The first one's the traditional bending the knees, grabbing the heels. So you guys know this. Alternatively, you can bend your knees, hands behind the legs, press the palms into the legs, and then we're gonna stretch the legs, the hips, mainly the spine or the back. If you're pulling, you're pulling. And if you're pushing, you're pushing. Both, we're trying to achieve a stretch, an opening. How was your shoulders? Get them out of your ears. And let's release. We're moving into triangle. Inhale to reach up, stretch up. Get tall. Keep the length. Right foot to the right. Arms down. Turn your right toes out, and then we bend the knee and move the arms. The setup isn't there. You don't need the setup unless it's your first time practicing this. Even then, you still catch on. Right arm down, left arm up. The arms stretch opposite ways. Pushing the left knee back, at the same time rolling the right hip forward. Left butt strong. Inhale, come up. Let's try the other side. You pivot right toes in, left toes out. Bend your knee, move your arms. So even though you're getting quite low, we don't want to sink into any posture at all. There's a lift. There's this dynamic, right? There's every force is being pulled in every way. Look up, stretch up. Don't strain your neck. Back leg strong. It's the left knee that's bent. Right leg strong, straight. Right heel into the floor. Inhale, come up. Left toes in. Shrink your step. Arms over your head, palms together, cross your thumbs. Turn to your right. Exhale, go down. Chin first. Then stomach and ribs. Use your intercostals. Pull them in. Round forward, round in. Forehead to the knee. You know the deal. If the forehead doesn't touch the knee, bend the knee. This is for the thyroid, the parathyroid. Lots of heavy duty compression there, which is lovely. When we release, we get a good flush, rinsing, nourishing, healing. Inhale, come out of the posture. Chin last. Turn to the side. Turn all the way to the other side. Chin to the chest, stomach in. You go down. Arms head together. Finding a connection. Yoga is to connect. Union, marriage, one, forehead to knee. Doesn't matter what yoga you're doing. Connect. Inhale, come out of the posture, please. Oh, it feels good. Chin off the chest, turn to the side, feet together, and arms down. All right, what's next? Awkward? Yeah, Utkatasana. That's how long it's been. Rough, screw loose brain. Right foot to the right, 6 inches. Arms up parallel to the floor. Strong arms. Contract your triceps. Reach the fingers forward. Exhale, stomach in. Sit your hips into the chair. Down and back. This is the one, if you've done the traditional method, right? It's the one you know. Weight in the heels, stomach in, arch your back. One day, femur parallel to the floor. Inhale, come up, and then lift up to the toes. I always say like someone's pulling your head upward, and then sit on top of the toes. How? Lift your knees, lift your heels. Stomach in, spine straight. Feel the wall behind you. Keep the arms strong, make sure they didn't drift off, fall asleep. And inhale, let's come up. Heels rest. Lift up just a little bit. Bring your knees together by rotating your hips in. Now apply a little bit of pressure between the thighs. Slowly sit down. It's like brakes, squeezing your inner thighs together. helps you have more control of a pace, and the pace is what works for you. Knees together a little bit forward. Okay, inhale, come on. Heels down, feet together, arms relaxed to your side. The second bit here, arms over your head, right foot to the right, arms down parallel to the floor, heels in a line, toes straight or slightly in, stomach in. Bring your upper body down from the lower spine. Standing separate legs, stretching, grab your heels. Pull on the heels, lock your knees, stretch your body down. Stretching in the back of the legs. Again, the hips, the spine. If the heels aren't available, this is where we say in yoga, you're exercising your will. There's always a way. So be creative. You've got the outside of your feet. You've got your toes. Your hands can go on the floor. So many ways to make this work. Let's change. Inhale, come up. And then turn your toes out. So you're like in a second position. You're having like phantom pains if you've done the conditioning video, and that's where we're going. So we're gonna squat down and come up. Not as long as that. Come down, up, working adductor muscles, down, up, keeping a little bit of a slight round so that the abdominal muscles are on board and we're not sinking into any lower extremities. Down, up, let's go 2 more, down, up, 1 more, down, up, and then join me coming down, lift your right heel and pulse. Pulse, pulse, pulse. Just a little bit to feel the muscles, to wake them up, to know that they're there, and then maybe fatigue them a little. 3, 2, 1, lower your right heel, lift your left heel, and pulse. Down, down, high on the toes. Try not to bounce up too high. You want to stay lower. Lower is going to ask more, unless you need to. It hurts or it's unbearable, Ready? 3, 2, 1. Lower the heel, straighten the legs. Let's stretch out. Turn your toes in. Hands behind your back. Let's get into the shoulders. Interlace your fingers. Inhale, lift up, and then exhale, fold forward. So still the same idea. Stretching back of the legs. That's why we lock the knees, quadriceps contract, opposite muscle, the hamstring stretch, and then the hips and the spine, but this time getting this lovely shoulder opening. And you can wiggle a little bit. Find some movement if that comes to you naturally or feels like it's what you need to do. You get the urge. Well, then go with it. All right, let's change. Inhale, you can release the hands to the floor. Push yourself up halfway. Exhale. Inhale, come all the way up. Right foot to left foot, feet together, arms up, arms down. Next is eagle. We're gonna turn ourselves to the front of our mat, our towel. Come to the very top here. First set, feet together, arms over your head. On the exhale, swing right arm under the left. Pull your elbows down, sit down low, lift your upper body back, and now the legs, right leg up and over. So twist like ropes, applying pressure to all the major joints in the skeletal system. And we create the pressure, the contraction, and then we release and we flush. Sit a little lower, pull the elbows down maybe a little more, just suggestions. Just be open, upper body back, and then change. We're gonna lift the arms. We're gonna keep that right leg up. Interlace your fingers, release the index finger, cross your thumb, balancing stick. So coming forward, creating a T, lock your right knee, point your toes, stretch your fingertips forward and your right toes back. 10 seconds, this is for our heart. Now bend your left knee, lower your right toes on the floor behind you, lift your arms. We're gonna cactus the arms and take this a little baby back bend here so we can create some momentum. And then inhale as we move up, bring your arms over your head, palms together. We're gonna press off that back leg, bring all the weight to the front leg and move into split arms. So you're moving through, not like that, but the best you can through balancing stick. And then bring your arms up and back and lift your right leg up. So you have chest up, leg up, leg up. And And from here, we're gonna bend the left knee, pardon me. Lower the right foot behind you. Bring your arms over your head, warrior one. Bend your left knee, the back leg strong, trying to wean or over time, nurture that right hip forward. Palms can be together or apart, that depends on your shoulders. From here, warrior two, open up your arms. You can open the legs a little wider if that's necessary. Bend your left knee, slight tuck in the pelvis. Stomach, ribs, and down. Look down the length of your left arm to your left thumb. Focus. And then you land in it and you breathe. Straighten your front leg, heel toe the back foot in a little bit. So we're gonna shorten that step again, triangle. Lean forward as much as you can. If we don't have a block to use, place just your hand on your thigh, never on the knee, and the right arm stretches up. If it's in your practice, you go further onto the shin, the ankle, some of you the floor. And then hugging that left hip back, stretching your head forward, the right arm up, the left arm down. Triangle. From here, look to the floor. Again, we're gonna bring all that weight, hyperload the front leg, the left leg, and you're gonna lean forward, placing your left hand on the floor a little bit to the front and the side, and float your right leg, and maybe lifting your right arm up. You can either flex the toe or point the toe. Yogi's choice. From here, listen, you're gonna turn your hips down. You're gonna place your right hand on the floor, but square your hips. So right hip down, left hip down, and then bend your left knee a little bit, kind of like a flow. We're gonna lift up at the same time, thread our right foot through, moving into standing head and knee pose. Grab your right foot, interlace the fingers, lock your left knee, not here long. Right heel lifts to the mirror. Where's the mirror? Heel forward to the kitchen or your living room, whatever is in your house. Bend your elbows down and forehead to the knee. Change. So we're gonna keep that right leg up if you haven't fallen. And we're gonna move right into standing bull pulling pose. Grabbing your right foot at the ankle, left arm up, left knee locked. Inhale, stretch up, charge forward. And then of course, kicking back, kicking up. Hold upper body parallel to the floor. From here, lean forward. Place your left hand on the floor, right hand on the floor. Let go of your foot, bend your left knee, and you're gonna step the right foot back. Walk your hands back to frame your left foot. Step your left foot back to join your right foot into a high plank. Stomach and ribs in, shoulders over the wrists. Lower the knees, untuck your toes. Lower your chest, bend your elbows and your chin on the floor. Stick your bottom up. Push your chest through. Cobra. Bend your knees, move through tabletop. See your feet, tuck your toes under, lift your hips up. Downward facing dog. From here, lift your right leg high. Look forward, you're gonna do 3 hops. Hop that right foot to the top of the mat, the towel. Hop, don't think too much about this. Hop, you're not going up into anything. Hop, you're just bringing that right foot up to the top of the mat, the towel. Then land the left foot next to the right foot. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold into yourself. Inhale, we're gonna bring the arms forward, up, baby back bend, back, and then palms come to your heart. Inhale, arms over your head. Eagle on the other side. Exhale, left arm under right. Pull the elbows down, sit down. Lift the upper body back, left leg. Bring it up and over. We say twist like ropes. Strong and flexible both. You're seeking or finding balance. From here, undo the arms, untwist the arms, untwist the legs. Lift the left knee up, arms over your head. Release the index, cross your thumbs, and moving into balancing stick. Lock your left knee, point your toe. Stretch your fingertips forward, left toes back, capital letter T. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Bend your right knee, lower the left toes to the floor. Lift your torso so you're upright. Undo the arms, cactus the arms, little back bend. And then lift up again, just the palms together because they're gonna separate. Bring all the weight, press off that back foot, all the weight into the front foot, the right foot. Split arms. Forgot where we were. Bring your arms up and back. You've got chest up, leg up, leg up. Bend your right knee again. This time when you lower the left foot on the floor, it's a 30-degree angle. Lift your arms over your head, warrior one. Again, stomach and ribs in, create lines with your body. Back leg strong. Breathe. Open up your arms, warrior two. And tucking the pelvis under, now looking down the length of your right arm. Yeah, widen your step if you want to get lower. Shoulders pull down, arms stretch away. Concentrate. Straighten your front leg. Heel toe the back foot in. Reach your arms forward. Again, the hand can go here, above the knee, below the knee, ankle, floor. Left arm up. Look up. That's possible. Pull, hug the right hip back. Just a little. Head forward. Left arm up. Strong in your legs. And then look down. You can reach your right hand forward and a little bit to the side. Put all the weight into the right leg and then float your left leg high, half moon. Left arm up. Flexing or pointing. Again, whatever you feel you need. Sometimes when you flex your toes, you feel like the heel's stretching away and you can find balance. Well, we're balancing. Then from here, lower the left hand to the floor, spin your left hip down so the hips are square. Again, we're gonna bend the right knee a little. It's a micro bend of the knee. You're sucking the stomach and the ribs in, kind of hollowing like you would with a compression, threading the left leg through, standing head and knee pose. Grabbing your left foot, lock your right knee. Inhale, left heel lifts to the mirror. Heel forward, toes back. Elbows, forehead to knee. Change. If you can come out slow, go ahead. If not, don't worry about it. Grab your left foot from the inside at the ankle. Right knee lock, standing while pulling pose. Inhale and charge forward. Okay, back and up. Lock your right knee. Hold upper body parallel to the floor. You find a balance with the stretch and the kick. And now lower if you can. Whee! Right hand to the floor, yeah, have fun. Left hand to the floor. Bend your right knee, lower your left toes to the floor. Walk your hands back to frame your right foot, chin away from the chest. Right foot steps back to the left foot. Take the plank. Lower the knees, untuck your toes, lower your chest and your chin. Push your chest through, upward facing dog or cobra. Stomach in, move through tabletop. Hips go over the knees. Tuck your toes, see them. Lift your hips up, downward facing dog. Now lift your left leg high, bend your right knee. 3 hops to come to the top of the mat, the tall. And then once you land the feet at the top of the mat, the tall, inhale, lift halfway. Get long in your spine. Keep the length. Exhale as you just fold. You simply fold over. Inhale, palms together, stretch forward, up and back, and then palms come to your heart. So we have the intermediate standing head and knee. Bend your right knee, flex your right toes, femur parallel to the floor, hands behind your back. This keeps you honest. We're not using the hands to interlace your fingers. So if you have the flexibility in the shoulders, you can also lift the arms back and away. Touch your forehead to the knee. Round. This is where we start to get the reality of what we're asking to work. Maybe extending the right heel. When you had enough of that, come out of the posture, and then we're going to keep that right leg up, lift our torso, grab your right big toe with the thumb and the index finger. Left arm up, left knee locked, inhale. Same thing with bow. Charge forward, get back and up. So maybe we're hoping to feel a little more freedom with the right shoulder. Change, come out. Rest your left arm. Give your head a roll. Roll to the right, 1 round. The other way to the left. Roll your shoulders back twice. All right, now bend your left knee. Flex your left toes, hands behind your back. If this isn't an option to interlace your fingers, grab one wrist or the other. Forehead to your knee. Chin to the chest, stomach in. And then heel forward if you have it. That's the cramp in the thigh. That's why I don't do it. And inhale to come up. I'm joking. Keep the left leg up if you have the balance. Reach your right arm up. Grab your left big toe, middle and index finger. It's like a ring for your big toe. Inhale, charge forward. And then again, kick back, kick up. If you don't feel a difference, that's all right. And inhale, come out of the posture. Feet together, arms by your side. I promise 2 more. We go to the floor, tree and toe. Pick up your right foot from underneath. Place your foot on your hip. Palms come to your center. Moving into toe, go ahead. Depends on your knees. And if you want, you can lift both hands, float both hands at the same time. Just as an option, or one hand and the other works too. And then you're ready. When you're ready, come up. And change. Other side. Pick up your left foot from underneath. Standing legs strong, stomach and ribs, and if the foot slips or the back arches, hold your foot. It's really about opening hips and pelvis. And then hinge from your hips, reach for the floor. Bend your right knee, sitting on your right heel, fingertips to the sides of the body. And maybe both hands at the same time. If you feel that center or that point of balance, chest up. And come up. All right, let's change. Feet together, arms by your side. Savasana, stillness, corpse pose, real big opportunity to surrender. The earth has got you. You can relax and start to just observe where it's maybe difficult to relax. That's okay. Just shed some light on it. And breathe. And the longer you relax, hopefully the more we can soften and alleviate these tight places, or maybe where we're gripping or cleaving. Next is wind removing. So the right leg lifts. You're gonna interlace all 10 fingers, a little bit below the knee. This is one option. The other option would be bring the knee into the fold of the crease of the right elbow, grabbing your elbows each other. Hold the stomach and the ribs in. Relax the left leg, massaging the ascending colon on the right side of the body. Keep things moving, flowing. Energy is in a natural state of flow. Change. Try the other side. Left leg lifts. Interlacing your fingers below the knee. That's the traditional, and you're welcome to choose that, or bringing the knee into the fold of the elbow, grabbing your elbows each other. Now descend and colon on the left side. And we're aiding in digestion here. Supporting what it naturally does. You won't get too heavy in that. And relax. Both legs lift. Grab your elbows each other over your knees. If the elbows aren't available, again, well, grab your forearms, your wrists, your shins. What's there that you can work with. Transverse colon, balancing the hydrochloric acids. And relax back into Savasana. Heels touch, toes open up. Arms to your side, palms up. Next, we do a sit-up. If you have any injury, please just roll yourself to the side and push up. Otherwise, legs together, flex your toes back, arms over your head, thumbs crossed. Inhale, sit up. Double jerk. Double exhale. Grab your toes, head to the knees. Turn around onto your tummy. So for the fine strengthening, you're looking fine. For the spine strengthening series, we're going to connect the dots. So we'll do cobra, locust, full locust, and bow. First one, chin on the towel, cobra. Legs together, palms underneath your shoulders, elbows in, shoulders down. Inhale, come up. Belly button on the floor, rest of the body in the air, arms, elbows in, shoulders down. Slowly come down. Keep the chin on the towel. Bring your arms underneath your body. Pinkies side by side. Elbows under the body. Relax your left leg. Lift your right leg up. 10 seconds. And relax the right leg. Left leg lifts. 10 seconds. Lock your knee, point your toe. Change, lower the left leg, head down, mouth into the towel. And readjust your hands, palms. This is a fun one to talk. Into the floor, legs together, knees locked, toes pointed. Inhale, both legs lift. And slowly lower down, Purna Salabhasana, full locust. Arms out to your side like airplane wings, chin on the towel. Legs together, lock your knees, point your toes. And then on the inhale, you lift your arms, body, head into the air. Everything lifts up, hips on the floor, rest of the body in the air. Arms up, arms back. And slowly come down, bow pose, bend your knees, grab your feet a couple inches below the toes, 5 fingers together, wrist straight, chins on the towel. And we're gonna inhale, kick back and kick up. Point your toes, keep your wrist straight. Go ahead, inhale. Slowly come out of the posture, left ear on the towel, toes touch, heels out, arms to the side, palms up. All right, so we're gonna do some variations. Next, we'll do like Sphinx pose. The top part of the body, elbows underneath your shoulders, forearms down, palms down, legs together, drive your chest forward, chin can be parallel. So we inhale, we're gonna look up. And then on the exhale, you're gonna bring your chin to the chest, suck your stomach in, round forward and in. The thighs may be on the floor, look to your belly button. And lower your navel. Inhale again, chest forward, chin up, look up. And exhale. Chin in, stomach in, round in. One more, please. Navel on the floor, chest forward, look up. Exhale, chin in, stomach in. You don't have to come all the way up. And lower your belly button, stack the palms, elbows go out, rest your forehead on your palms. And then locust. So we're gonna this time bring the chin in, the back of the palms on the floor. You can open the legs a little bit. You're gonna inhale and lift everything off the floor except for your hips and the back of the palms. Don't worry about looking up quite yet. Chest forward, toes back, create a nice long line. So you're using your whole spine to work the spine. And then we'll lift our hands and bring our arms forward, palms down like Superman. Lock your knees, point your toes, get long in your body. And then hands behind your back. You can interlace your fingers if that's an option. And now when we inhale, you can come all the way up, even lifting the chin, looking up towards the ceiling. And slowly come down again. Stack your palms, elbows out, rest your forehead on your pillow. Your hand pillow. And then the final bowl. So this one's a little different. You're gonna grab your ankles versus a couple inches below the toes. So you want the feet flexed. You grab your ankles and we're just gonna kick back and kick up. Don't worry about, or not up, pardon me. I said that completely wrong. You wanna kick back and not kick up at all. So you take a deep breath. You can watch first if you wanna see, and then hop in. You inhale, you just kick back. Don't worry about kicking up, just kick back. Open the chest, the shoulders, and the last thing is the head, so the neck. And then slowly release. This time, chin on the towel. Turn your right ear, or your head to the left, right ear on the towel. And then hands underneath your shoulders, tuck your toes, you push yourself up, and we'll move into fixed firm, half tortoise, camel, and rabbit, all connected. Knees, feet touching, separate your heels, hips in between the heels. If this hurts, you know the deal, right? It's not about enduring the pain, working through pain. You adjust, you open the knees, you lean forward, you get your butt off the floor, not on the floor, things like that. If it's okay, hands on the heels, thumbs inside, fingers outside, walk one elbow down at a time. Top of the head, back of the head, shoulders, whole upper body relaxed on the floor. And if you're down there, you can grab your elbows each other over your head. And change, hands on the heels. Use your elbows. Get up safe. Push yourself up. Come to the back of the mat, the towel, half tortoise. And knees, feet touching. Arms over your head. We just cross the thumbs, stretch up, chin up, and then stomach in, slowly go down. First the forehead, then the pinkies. You're gonna stretch the fingertips forward and relax your hips back. Again, creating a tug of war. Letting again all the oxygenated blood pool to the brain. Inhale, come up. Keep your arms with your ears. Lift your bum off your heels. And open your knees, 6 inches between the heels and the knees. Hands on your hips, fingers inside, thumbs outside, camel. Push your hips forward, drop your head back, look back. If you can see the wall, you know the deal to grab one heel at a time. That's not the priority. The priority is bending the spine. When you grab the heels, the fingers are inside, thumbs outside. Think of lifting your chest upward. And then hands on your hips, push yourself up, spine straight, head last, kneel down position. I'd say take your towel, but hopefully you won't slip unless you oiled up. Fingers inside, thumbs outside. Chin to the chest, suck your stomach in, round forward to the knee, top of the head on the floor, and then lifting the hips up. And you're rolling forward, keeping that grip on the heels. And change, lower the heels, hips to the heels, and then one vertebra at a time until the head last. And then we'll turn around, lie on our back. Just a brief savasana here. Heels touch, toes open, arms to the side, palms up. Relax. Take 1, 2 breaths. Let the dust settle. Bridge and wheel, bend your knees. Feet and knees hip width distance, stretch your arms. You should be able to lightly touch the heels and then the palms down. This is bridge first. So we're gonna inhale, lift the hips up as high as possible. When you go up, you can adjust your shoulders one at a time, tucking the shoulder blades under to lift the hips higher. Notice if the knees wanna splay out, hug your inner thighs, not so that they touch, but to support the spine bending. The legs. Slowly lower your hips, bring the soles of the feet together, let the knees fall out, hands on your heart. Wheel, bend your knees, and feet underneath the knees, or bridge again. Bridge, just keep your palms down. Wheel, hands come to the sides of your head. Thumbs towards your ears, all the other fingers facing towards the back. You're gonna inhale both bridge and wheel, lift your hips as high as possible. And then you can push to the crown of the head and then lift all the way up. Bring your chin to your chest, bend your knees if you're in a wheel, lower the back of the head, soles of the feet touch, knees fall open, hands on your heart. Legs up the wall. So you can stay here if you're on your first couple days of your cycle. In fact, stay here. That's the suggestion. If you want to take shoulder stand, bring the legs together, lock your knees, point your toes. Arms are down, palms are down. On the inhale, you're going to bring your feet over your head and then lift your feet up towards the ceiling, catching your back with your hands. Your pinkies are in line with the spine, elbows, shoulders, and back of the neck on the floor. You can stay here or bring your feet over your head for plow or any variation that you have you'd like to take. Ear pinning posture. And then if you're in shoulder stand, you're still hanging out there, or you're in plow, hands down for assistance. Slowly roll your spine all the way down. Moving through waterfall, lower the legs down. And then bring your knees to your chest. Grab behind the legs, and you're just gonna start to rock on the spine. So I like to think of moving Up and down, kicking the heels like you're moving on a swing, pumping your legs on a swing. And when you get all the momentum, you ironed out the spine, got out the pops, the kinks, into a seating position. We're gonna move to standing. Compression with stretching. Right leg out, left foot in. Create pressure with the foot against the thigh, arms over your head. Grab your right foot a couple inches below the toes, chin to the chest, stomach in, round forward, forward to the knee. You know the deal, bend the knee if you need. This is for compression. Inhale to come up. Keep your arms up here. Just lower your right arm down. Grab inside your right foot. You can grab the toe or even further down if you have that. And then the left arm stretches over. If you can, grab the outside of the left foot with your left hand and stretch and twist. And then untwist if you're twisted. Reach your arms up. Right foot in, left foot out. Grab your left foot a couple inches below the toes, forehead to the knee. Inhale, come up. Now lowering the left arm down, grab inside your left foot where you can. Right arm stretches over. Might be able to grab the outside of the right foot. And then stretch and twist. Keeping that right hip down. If you're twisted, untwist. Arms up. Both legs forward, grab your big toes, walk your hips back. Tilting the pelvis, you can even use your hands, get them involved. Pull your toes back. If the heel's off the floor, bend your elbows down. Stomach, thighs, chest to the knees. One day, forehead to toes. Inhale, come up. One more stretching here. Open your legs, so wide-legged. It's like a straddle, hands in the center, and then slowly walk your hands down as far as you can. Maybe hooking those big toes, pulling them down. If your belly's on the floor, abdomen on the floor. Inhale to come up. Be mindful of the legs. Maybe give them a little wiggle. Bring some life back to them as you bring them to center, and we'll do spine twisting. Bend your left knee. Any variation, just make sure twist to the right first. Right arm behind your back, left arm up. So you can take the traditional, or if you wanted to try new things with your arms, go ahead. Change. Other side. So switch your legs. Right leg under, left leg up and over. Or that leg can go straight. Right arm up. Or if you're doing a bind, go ahead. There's a little kid out there saying he's getting ice cream. Wait for me, kid. Change. Let's just turn facing one another for final breathing. You can sit cross-legged, Kapalabhati breathing, or if you want, kneel down position, whatever best for your knees. And if you want to close your eyes for this final breathing, go ahead. So we exhale. Keep the stomach relaxed. The idea is to let the stomach move so it can massage the internal digestive system and strengthening the abdominal wall. Let us follow along. Begin. pick up the pace just a little bit at the end and begin. And inhale. Just hold the breath. Exhale. Bring your palms to prayer. Press your palms together, sit up tall, keep your eyes closed, and just take a moment to thank yourself for showing up on your mat today. Maybe an act of gratefulness, something you're grateful for. Take that in there as well. And I thank you from the bottom of my heart for joining us here at Yoga Union. It's always an honor and a privilege. We miss you, we love you, and stay tuned in, please. Namaste.